Hey folks, welcome back to Jerome Bee Farm and Homestead. So I just shot a couple videos down here and I was fixing to leave, and I noticed I created a robbing problem on Unlucky 13 continues to be unlucky. So I blocked off the entrance and bees are still swarming all around it. So what I did was I put in a couple of frames of honey, and each frame had about half on one side open nectar. And I let it sit on these stands back here for a little bit, and all these bees got scent to that, and they're all up in it now. So I got to stop this, or Unlucky 13 is going to get robbed out, and that would be a bad thing. Yeah, so this time of year, or when you're in a dearth, which is usually late summer, you will get this type of behavior. So you got to be really careful with when you're doing inspections and moving honey frames around, things like that, because this hive is really weak and they probably would not survive this. So I'm going to show you how I correct it with what I call a robber screen. So let's get that over here. Okay, so this is a robber screen. It's also called a moving screen cover. It's got two little entrances here. Try to stay out of the shadow. That you can swivel these little levers and open and close them. So if you want to lock a hive down and you want to let them out later, you can just open that or take the whole thing off. And for robbing purposes, it has this little entrance right here at the top, and you can shut and open it. So when you're getting robbing like this, you can leave this entrance open, and your home bees will figure out how to come and go out of this. And the robber bees seem to never figure this out. I'm not sure why, but it seems simple to me, but they can't figure it out. They're dumb bees. Anyway, let's get this on there and get this stopped. Okay, I just hold it on with some bungee cords. It doesn't have to have a whole lot of pressure on it. So some of you may be thinking, well, this is all your home bees coming home and trying to get in. No. It's not. This hive isn't that strong, so I'm gonna smoke them all away from here. And I got to get these blocks out of the way here to get this to work. Can't have these on there. And it just fits down over your entrance like that. Man, they're fast. And there. So the bees inside can come and go out of here, but these robbers, they're just going to hang around this screen, and they won't be able to figure out how to get in. So you got to make sure it's flush up against your hive, and they can't get in around the sides anywhere. And you got to make sure you have, standard hive sizes. So this is a bottom board that I made myself, but I've measured it off of the ones I get from Man Lake, and it's the exact same dimensions, so it fits perfectly. This piece right here fits down in the bottom. So you can see all the bees grouping up there trying to get in that entrance. And I see a bee fly out of here occasionally, but they won't figure it out, and it'll save this hive. So after the robbers give up, they'll leave eventually, and the bees that come back that belong to this hive, they'll kind of gather around here and they'll walk around and they'll figure out where this entrance is and they'll go in. And but these robber bees will give up in a little while. So this is just a quick little follow-up on this hive. It's been a couple hours, And you can see a lot of the robber bees trying to get out, or those may be bees that belong to the hive, but there's no more robbing going on around the hive. So I want to go ahead and open that little top entrance there. And those bees will find their way out of there, and the home bees will start using that top little entrance there as their main one, and then after a while I'll be able to take that off. Yeah, so just a short little video, you know. Be aware of robbing. It's a real thing, and bees can, if you have multiple hives especially, if you've got 2 or 3 hives, more than one, it can be a problem because one of the hives will pick on the weaker one. And this is a weak hive and it can't defend itself. So these bees are jumping on it, trying to get in there and get on those nectar frames. So, and they weren't out long at all, but they were out long enough for one bee to get it and get a taste and get back to the hive and say, hey guys, girls, over here, unlucky 13's got a bunch of nectar, let's go steal it from them. And there they come. So yeah, that's a good tool to have in your beekeeping arsenal. I've got 2 or 3 of them. I've only used one at a time. You can use them when you move a hive. If you need to move a hive in the daytime, you can lock your bees in with that. Put it on in the evening, and when all the bees are locked up, and then you can move your hive the next day and they can't get out. So, but you need to be careful with that, using it like that, because your bees can overheat pretty easy. They need to have a screened bottom if you're going to do something like that so they can get ventilation. So that's the end of the video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel on your way out. We'll catch you on the next beekeeping video. Y'all take care.